okay, how to do proper jab. Before we get into jab, we want to make sure we have the footwork. We know how to do the stance, how to move forward, backward, sideways. So what I want to do is I'm just going to pick this line right here, okay? Pretend like this is the center of attack right here. Let's say we have someone standing right there, and I'm just going to stand right here, okay, facing the person. Okay, so my one foot will be on this side of the line and other foot will be this side. They're like a shorter width. Okay, if I'm standing like this, it's shoulder width. I'm just going to take a step forward. You don't want to take a big step or small step like this. You want to have so you're pretty comfortable standing like this. Okay, so shoulder width. All right, so from here, I want to keep in mind that I bend my knees, and as I am moving forward, I move forward with my front foot like that. And when I'm moving back, I move back with my back foot like that. Okay? We're not going to get into going sideways yet. Okay? So we're just going to work on forward and backward motion right now. Okay, so, and you want to keep your elbows in, hands right next to your face, and I want you to practice this first. Okay, hands in, elbows in, hands next to the face, and tuck your chin and shrug your shoulder. All right, and now you move forward, let's say 5 steps, depending on how much room you have, maybe 10 steps if you have a lot of room, or 4 steps, depending on how much room you have. You just move forward like that and then backwards. I just did 4 steps, okay? You can do more or less. So forward, backwards, okay? You can also have someone stand in front of you, and as you're moving forward, they can move back and vice versa. When they move forward, you can move back like that. This helps you do 2 things: learn how to move without losing balance. Okay, and it also helps you when you're ready to throw the punches, how to move forward and backwards. Okay, so just keep in mind, when you're moving forward, front leg goes first. When you're moving backwards, back leg goes first. Okay, so you're not doing this. All right, like typically we walk like this. We're not doing that. We're kind of like on a horse. All right, and one more thing, you don't want to jump up and down when you're doing this. You're on the ball of the foot like here, almost like I'm gonna run like that. That's the stance you want. Okay, so right here, ball of the foot like that, and moving forward. But when you're moving forward and backwards, try to keep it steady, okay? Don't go up and down, okay? So you wanna have it like same level. Your hip should be same level. You don't wanna go jumping up and down. So like this, you don't wanna do this, all right? This is not good, like this. So keep it level, like that, okay? You will be going up and down a little bit, but try to keep it as much as level as possible, so that keeps you balanced. And let's move on to the punch. Okay, jab. Jab is very important because that's where you can set up the other punches. It can create distance, keep the distance between you and the other person jabbing, and also jab. You know, they will respect your jab because that's the fastest punch. Because from here, this is the first front arm, you just throw and back. So that's kind of like pretty fast compared to other punches. They can see it coming, okay? A couple of things you want to keep in mind when you're throwing a jab. You want to be in the same posture like I just talked about, keeping the elbows in, hands right next to your face. And from here, you're just going to go straight forward and turn your hand, okay? When you get to the target. So right here, boom. And when you're punching, Lulu wants to come in box with me. I'm just keeping it over there for now because she's going to distract me doing the video. You'll come in a little bit, Lulu. Be patient. All right, so from here, going straight and back, straight and back. So when you're throwing the jab, you want to make sure you're shrugging your shoulder goes up, okay, protecting your chin. Okay, so from here, go straight and back. And watch my footwork. Before I throw the punch, throw the jab, I want to have some distance, okay? So now I extend my arm, I can't reach the target, okay? So I would have to take a small step, throw the punch, and then back, okay? This is, the distance is very important when you're fighting, right? So you don't want to stand right here, they can also reach you, and I don't want to be in their attack zone. What you don't want to do is, when you're punching, drop this hand, okay? You don't want to drop this hand. You want to keep this right here, okay? So as you're punching, keep this here and back. Right here, like that, okay? And another thing is, when you're punching, Lulu, quiet, filming, okay? You'll get to come up. All right, is you don't want to lift your elbow when you punch, when you're throwing a jab, okay? So you want to go from here, straight and back. You don't want to go like this, okay? If you watch me, this is straight like that, and this is, I'm throwing, my elbow comes up, and then throwing the jab. This shows you that I'm throwing a punch. If you're my opponent, I'm choreographing, right? So you don't want to choreograph, you want to have a surprise. So you come here, like that, like that, like that. Okay? So make sure, again, when you're throwing the jab, this hand doesn't drop like this, okay? Boom, keep it up. Small step forward and back. Forward, back. Forward, back. And think about this way. When you're throwing the jab also, one more thing is make sure you bring the hand back right away, okay? It's not, you don't want to leave it there, or it's not the strongest punch that you're not going to knock people out with this punch, with the jab, okay? It's just to stun them so I can set up with, it's a setup so I can throw other punches. This will be the knockout, okay? You will hurt them, okay? Unless you're like 350 pounds and going against 100 pounds, you might knock them out with the jab, okay? So here, so you throw the punch as a snap it, and then bring it back. So here, like that, okay? Bring it back quick. All right, ciao, stay safe, stay home.